In this video we're going to explore adding and subtracting negative numbers. Now the first numbers to recognize is that adding a number to its negative will always give us 0. It's called the additive inverse property. If I put that in context, say I owe Bill $10 and then I pay him back $10. Since I owed him an amount and I gave him the exact same amount back, I no longer owe him anything. We're square. Additional properties we'll be using is that a plus negative b is equal to a minus b, and then a minus negative b is equal to a plus b. Now let's show why this first one's true. We could do the exact same with the second one, but let's just take one. So I have 6 minus 2 and I have 6 plus negative 2. And that's kind of difficult for students to understand that those are equal statements. So let's examine first 6 plus negative 2 plus positive 2. In the associative property, I know that I can group my second two values together, and that's going to be 0. So I know this entire statement has to equal 6. So let's look at it again now that we know that the statement should equal 6. If I group the first two together, I don't know that, so I'm just going to put a question mark there to represent the addition of those two values, and then bring down the rest. Now if I think back to what we talked about before in addition and subtraction, we know that for every addition statement there's an equivalent subtraction statement. And in this case what we could say is that an equivalent subtraction statement to this is 6 minus 2 equals that question mark. Now look, the question mark is equal to 6 minus 2, but the question mark is also equal to 6 plus negative 2. And since that's the case, we know then if they're both equal to the question mark, then they have to be equal to each other. Now I can use number lines to help me out with my solving of the negative numbers as well for sum and difference. I'll start out with the first number, and then I'm going to move b units, however many from that first number I plotted. I move to the right for positive, and I move to the left for negative numbers. That final location will give me my sum. So let's say we got 4 plus negative 6. I plot my 4, and then I'm going to move to the left since the number is negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that ends up at negative 2. I can do the same thing with subtraction. I start with my first number on the number line, and then I'm going to move b units again. Just got to pay attention to what direction. If the number is positive, now I move to the left, and if it's negative, I now move to the right. And that final location will provide my difference. So I've got negative 7 minus negative 6, start with negative 7, and now I'm going to move negative 6 units, in this case, to the right since the value is negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That tells me that my final solution of negative 7 minus negative 6 is negative 1.